UFO Bros.
Hey everyone, it's Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens, and you're experiencing UFO Bros TV.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Emmett.
I'm Joe.
And we are the UFO Bros. And we're coming at you live from our new digs, our new facility. What do you guys think?
Happy New Year.
Yes,
what do you
Happy
guys
New
think?
Year. How many of you got a kiss? I didn't. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah? Was it juicy?
Yeah, her lips are juicy.
Well, that's good to know. Joe, can you kind of like bring yourself up? You're kind of like, I'm the hunchback of Notre Joe.
Okay, so right before the show, you're like, oh, yeah, Joe, make sure you get into your comments on YouTube so that we can check our status and what's going on
Here
with
we go
everybody
again.
else. Okay, so I'm
Here
sitting
we
here
go.
trying to get into YouTube so I can check the comments, and he's telling me I'm slouching. I'm trying to find the information.
This
so.
is you.
I'm gonna find a comment.
You know,
Crazy. By the way, we're trying some new stuff, so if things go a little bit crazy today, don't even like trip, because we're like, you know, every time we do this, we're trying to do a little bit more. Like, as an example, we have a really cool subscribe button. So if you see this, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Oh, you're over, wait, it's over here. Oh, there we go. Click subscribe. Also, click the bell, because that'll notify you if we go live or if we have any new videos coming. Exactly. Bing, it a bing, it a bing. So, like, we're not going to go all night tonight because obviously it's late. It's New Year's, but we got some really cool stuff. Please don't wipe your body pieces on me.
New Year.
We got some fun little clips we're going to talk about, you know, because we've got, you know, we're going to cover like some new guests. We're going to talk about DeLong and what that means. And then also, of course, Mr. Greer has, you know, something to say about everything. But we've got kind of some new updates we're going to share with you guys. And so, but if, in case you are listening and you don't get the opportunity to see, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. For those of you listening on Spreaker and iTunes, thank you so much. Tell your friends to subscribe, download. We are going to make sure we talk about UFOs and aliens, and we're going to bring our kind of fun brotherly banter into it. Or some people call it annoying.
Well, you know, annoying gets us around.
It does, like the village bicycle. So, first things first, we are the realest.
Real as we can get.
The whole world. What's that? How's that go? I'm so fancy.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, look, here's the thing. We're going to have our super awesome UFO friend. He lives in the desert, okay? But he is like on top of everything coming up in the ufology world. So Mr. Jeremy Locker Canyon Corbell is going to be on the show probably within the next week or two. And if you don't know, this is what he looks like. Look at the beard. It is awesome. And if you don't know,
that's one sexy man.
That's a hot, sexy man. And then he also has directed and produced the awesome Patient 17 video, which as you can see here in this image. You can find it on Netflix, of course, iTunes. I'm telling you, we promote stuff that we think is great. And the great thing about this is that there's some actual physical recoveries that come out of these bodies, you know, that he analyzes. So it's not just people talking. It's really interesting.
Matter that it's nothing that's from Earth that they can find.
Exactly.
So it's really interesting. You guys got to check it out.
Yes.
And it's
you know,
worth it. It's worth every thing. Cent, penny.
Every cent penny. Yes.
$9.99, $19.99. Watch it.
Check it out. Support our friend. And he's doing some awesome stuff, and he's fun to talk to. So make sure you support our friend. Also, make sure you support our friends over at Hysteria 51. They're doing a fantastic job on their podcast. Also, Somewhere in the Skies. That's a really good podcast. We're going to be on that show pretty soon. Unirock TV has been awesome to us, and there's a lot of you guys. Paranoia Magazine. Hopefully, we'll be on that show again. So. We really appreciate all of everybody's support. It means a lot to us. This is a lot of work, but we love it because we're trying to bring this out in a way that, like, you know, isn't so, yes, I have my female button with my white curly hair, nice and white. Do I look educated? No.
But I can't, I know something, but I can't say it. Well, what is it? I can't say it. Why can't you say it? Because I just can't say it.
Well, don't say it.
But what is it? I can't say.
I don't know.
But the places I can't say was where I was saying I can't say.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of somebody who can't say, I'm sure we got a funny little clip we're going to show you here in a second because You know, of course, Tom DeLonge is kind of the head of this whole recent UFO revelation. People call it disclosure. We just call it somewhat confirmation. It's all very, of course, very political, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories, you know, coming off of this. But this is funny. So you've got to check this super cutout between Tom DeLonge and Joe Rogan. We love Joe Rogan, so you guys check this clip out. We're going to turn the music down right now so you can listen. It's pretty good.
So you're obsessed with UFOs, right?
We're going to be building one of these things.
Have they explained this to you, or have you seen it physically?
It was the Cold War, and we found a life form.
And so they have experienced this physically, or is this just theoretical, or they know that it exists?
The piece of metal can lose mass, and then when you shoot an electron over it, it'll be a different time. I think people are cynical because there's a vacuum. You guys can't
They've done a great
say
job
what you're
putting
doing.
this. What do you think?
So all these people are just coming up with a bunch of bullshit to say, oh, you know, he's like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, why is he telling everyone? So he runs to the news station.
Try to meditate in the face of overwhelming retarded conversation. Just try to detach myself from whatever they're saying and find a happy place.
Fire across the world. And so then these...
I find my happy space while this guy's doing this. And I have to do that. I literally... I think I go just deeper and deeper in my mind to ignore the pain, because the pain is so intense.
He went to a gym. He didn't have access to a lot of guns.
I wish I could like get him high on ecstasy and talk to him. Just get him to completely remove all of his insecurities and fears. And I'd be like, man, when you talk to people, you got to be thinking that they're listening to you. I think he's a little on the spectrum. There's something going on there. It's very odd. Very odd method of communication.
Just thinking about Joe.
He's giving 0 fucks to Tom DeLonge.
Then the other one, when it's not turned on. Does that make sense?
No.
I'm a werewolf. I'm going to show you my dick.
Like, I can't do this anymore.
What do you guys think of that? I don't know. What do you think?
It's pretty ballsy.
My favorite part when he's like, "We found a life form," and then Joe Rogan's just like, "Find my happy place. Find my happy place." Although that was super hilarious. By the way,
So what life form is he saying?
well, apparently, according to DeLonge, we discovered a life form during the Cold War. I don't know what it is. He hasn't really elaborated on it or anything like that, but we're going to keep pressing.
It's one of those things where he says, I found something, but I can't say what it is.
Yeah, and we've shown that one. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. But you know what? I appreciate you, Tom, for just kind of taking a step back and kind of letting some other people do some speaking and represent you way better. Luis Elizondo is doing a fantastic job, so please, by all means, keep that going. We're going to move on, though, because there's more DeLonge, of course. It just goes DeLonge and DeLonge and DeLonge. It's just always going DeLonge. So we're going to show this. By the way, this came into Coast to Coast with Jimmy Church. So this is just a statement from Tom DeLonge about the recent happenings, and we're going to show that to you guys right now. It's just a really short statement, and it's going to show you kind of like a little bit about what might be coming up, and check it out. So here it says, for all of you that are listening and not watching, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to say for all of your support, I want to thank you. Sorry, I don't know if that's funny.
Thank you.
Thank you. As you know, I created a vehicle that my team was able to supercharge and get the Pentagon to officially acknowledge the existence of unidentified aerial phenomenon. Popcorn Joe.
What?
It's your turn. Senator. You say it.
Oh, I gotta take my glasses off for this one.
Senator.
Harry Reid, the former majority leader, went on the record as well.
There, I'm done.
Congress has ignited, and briefings will be starting soon if all goes well. So bear with me as we start talking about more gun camera footage, hardware, and even more expansive military encounters. It's all coming, but it's going to trickle over the months ahead. I want to thank you all again. I'm one of you. I am a truth seeker. Tom DeLong, 12/29/2017. So what do you guys think?
Thank you.
That's
Spectrum. Thank you. Spectrum.
Well, he says thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Speaking of being on the spectrum, how you doing, Joe?
Huh? You tell me.
I think you're doing all right. You're hanging in there, bro.
Really?
We can't say.
Are you running around with a spectrum analyzer? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, if I had a spectrum analyzer and it was near you, it'd be like going bleep, 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 bleep. Like I would have to like probably get you to the doctor as soon as possible.
And you know what you can do, guys? You guys can send all your complaints to Emmett at UFO Bros TV at gmail.com. All of your hate right there.
Yes, please. I will
guy right
gladly
here.
read it live.
This man right here.
Yeah.
This dirty man right here.
So that's what's new. Luis Elizondo, that was the former head at the DoD's Project of Advanced Aerial Threats program, has been going around and saying unequivocally, basically, we're not alone. Although I will say he goes back and forth between we're not alone or we may not be alone, but still, it's a pretty big, profound statement for somebody
I don't understand why the kid just say it. Goddamn, if it's ice blocks, it's ice blocks. If it's a turkey, it's a turkey. It's kind of a turkey, but it flies, but it doesn't. I found something, but the feet don't match.
It's a turkey, but it doesn't have the right beak.
I'm fucking tired of it. It's turkey. It's a foul. You guys are fouling bad.
A turkey is a turkey is a turkey.
Getting tired of it. I'm starting to go on a rant.
Well, here's my thing. It's
I'm
like
going on a rant for the long rant, the longest
time ever.
Rant.
You're fine.
Just fucking say it.
Well, look, here's the thing. If they come out and they acknowledge like all the stuff that we research, like the Roswell stuff and the crash stuff that we've been researching.
Hey, guess what? I seen it. It was gray and it had big eyes. They are here. There's a gray alien. Thank you. That's all you have to say. No, you can't do that. It isn't. It is. It stinks, but it's not.
Do you have a handicap placard when you park?
Actually, I do. It's in the Jeep.
I'm going to the front of the line with Starbucks.
I got a jacked up back. You know that.
No, look. The reason why they're doing it this way is because if they come out and say, "Oh yes, all that Roswell shit was real,"
the lightsaber chuck
and there's all these black projects which are totally legal and under such secrecy and compartmentalization. I mean, it's quite literally against our Constitution, and so therefore, if they come out and admit to things, people are going to be tried. People could be prosecuted. It could get bad. So why not come out and say, yeah, we have this UFO thing. They don't say anything about aliens or who the pilots are or anything like that. It's a good way to kind of start coming out without getting anybody in too much trouble right now. Oh, it's only $22 million, a drop in the bucket. Even Harry Reid himself says, hey, why don't we just make one less fighter jet and fund the program for another X amount of years? That's what he says.
Well, maybe that's the reason why they try to fund the jets is because maybe there's going to be an invasion that they keep saying in 2018.
Oh, you're talking about Dr. Greer. Perfect timing.
I'm not even talking about Big Teeth, okay? Dr. Big Teeth, I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying I've been listening and watching stuff, and there's supposed to be a lot of stuff happening in 2018 about invasions.
Dr. Big Teeth. That's funny. Okay, look, he can't be left out of anything, folks. He can't be left out of anything. So
it's like, oh, you found UFO footage. Okay, well, there's an invasion in 2018 coming.
By the way, if you don't know who Dr. Greer is, he's basically the
ufologist,
the father of ufology, self-proclaimed. We've chased him down and met him several times. I don't think he's a big fan. He blocked us on Twitter, but we still follow his work, even though he's a little, out there. But check out this clip that he just has put out on YouTube because he wants everybody to remember he's still around and he's still important. So this is the Greer UFO footage, and Joe and I are going to be quiet for just a little bit so that you guys can kind of see what's going on, and then we'll hop in with some thoughts. So check it out. think that's a water droplet.
I think someone sneezed and it stuck to the window.
Well, I mean, is that a
That's
perspective?
possible.
I mean, it's
if
pretty.
you sneeze, it's gonna be a droplet. I guarantee you, it's a.
Ooh,
Now that is.
that's Jesus.
No, that's.
You need a little bit of Jesus, Joe. While we're watching this boring ass footage, I'm going to talk to some. Actually, Joe is going to talk to some of these people on YouTube because he's already in the chat room. So, will you just kind of like read out a name and a question, and we'll like try to answer it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Joe Santana. Oh, happy New Year, bros. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Retard.
Happy New Year.
What the fuck is wrong?
I'm watching these amazing.
Caught up in your own video.
Look, when I see balls in the sky, I have to watch it.
Yeah,
Blue balls in the sky.
See? I'm telling you, balls. But he asked, are we ready for disclosure of the third kind?
I love that. Yes. If anything new comes out, I mean, they're supposed to be releasing some alien material soon based on this whole plan that DeLong has been taking a DeLong ass time to roll out. I think that's going to be the next thing. I think we're going to see some materials and we're going to be like, ooh, WT.
We need to see something. Come on.
Don't you guys love watching lights in the sky in VHS? Oh, it's so secretive. And once upon a time, there was a fairy godmother and her two fairies, and they were sparkling above a house in circles.
I got super glue here. I'll super glue your left side.
You have syphilis?
Super glue, fuck
Oh.
face.
I was too busy narrating this story. Look at this one, though. What do you
This
think of
is
this
trippy.
one? What? This one makes my butt pucker. What do you think about this, Joe?
I don't know. They.
Could be a drone.
No, it's not a drone. Look at the year.
Well, they had drones in 2008, but
Not really.
not like that. That would have to be like a one.
You know how big that is?
How big do you think it is?
It's probably like 40, 50 feet.
Check this one out. This is one where they think it's the Star Wars system. See that? You see the UFO shoot off, and then a rocket goes right by it. They say. And then look, more lights. Oh god, I'm so tired of looking at fucking lights in the sky. That looks like a mushroom. That looks like when you power up on Super Mario Brothers.
The golden fucking shroom.
Yeah. Always fun. Oh, Phoenix ass. I don't think this is the Phoenix lights. But still, you can see. Look,
Yes, it is. 96, 97?
I think so. Oh, it is.
See?
But this might be the flares because I know from what I've understood during the Phoenix Lights case or happening, there was supposedly like unidentified, huge like. Oh wait, hold on.
Look at this.
This is really cool.
Look at
This is
that.
supposed to be leaked Area 51 footage.
Look at this.
But this is supposedly how they move and maneuver. Look at this. No inertia. High five. Look, clouds. Oh, glorious clouds. We're gonna go ahead and probably like end it here, but as you can see, nonetheless, it's definitely some interesting footage, and Greer wants to stay in the loop, rightfully so. I wish he would stop contacting extraterrestrial civilizations and maybe put a little more focus on getting the info out there, but we can only hope. We can only hope. By the way, we're going to do a little funness here. We always call it our close-up cam. Have you guys seen it? If you haven't, you're going to see it right now. Wah! You're supposed to be on the close-up cam.
I am on the close-up cam.
Probably a good thing. Happy New Year.
Happy school year.
It's 2018. By the way, subscribe.
We're old as fuck. Do you realize that?
I know, we're ancient.
Subscribe.
If you're ancient too, subscribe, like, comment, follow us on Instagram. Joe, where do they find us on Twitter?
UF0 Bros TV
On Twitter.
on Twitter.
Instagram at UFO Bros TV, Facebook.com/UFO Bros TV.
Everything but Twitter is UFO Bros.
Yes, and if you support us and you like what we do, you can always support us on Patreon at $5 a month, and we're going to be posting some exclusive videos soon, and there's some on there already. So if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff, make sure you check it out, patreon.com/UFO Bros TV. $5 a month, get you special access. So it's fun stuff. And it also helps us continue our investigaciones.
There you go.
We got some more questions.
We got another question.
So we're going into the chat room, guys. So we got our friend Jose saying, what do you guys think about Mr. Lear saying there is over 1.5 million people living on the moon?
That's crazy. Unless it's...
That sounds like some Mormon shit to me. Because there was, if you study the Mormon religion and mythos, there was somebody who took over after Joseph Smith named Brigham Young. Brigham Young said that there were people living on the moon, people living in the sun, people living in all kinds of crazy places, other planets and that sort of thing. So that sounds to me kind of like some Mormon stuff. Maybe that's where we got it. I don't know. People don't live in the sun, I'm fairly sure.
No, no, absolutely not. No.
Not quite ready to go there, you know what I'm saying? People on the moon.
Can you imagine getting within a mile of that thing?
Yeah, unless you're the Green Lantern.
Well, a mile, you'd be disintegrated. 10 miles, what, 30 miles?
People really think that there are people living on Mars, or there's like secret space missions that take like soldiers.
I would
to
think
Mars.
the moon. He said the moon. There's a million other people on the moon.
No. I don't believe there's millions of people on the moon. I do believe there might be like an outpost or some sort of thing maybe on the moon potentially. I don't know that it's from our recent time.
I think what Trump should do is have another mission go to the moon so that we can investigate it further of what else is on there. We only want within what, maybe 100 feet, or no, not 100 feet. Oh my God. Maybe half an acre going around, just walking around and coming back.
Yeah, like no, we didn't really explore much territory at all. As a matter of fact, the Mars rovers have explored more of Mars than we did of the moon by far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
we gotta get to the moon, guys. We gotta check it out. There's something on there that's fishy.
I just gotta point this out. Okay, look, if you're gonna send billion-dollar rovers to Mars, this is like side tangent, okay? And you know that they're gonna be powered solely by solar power cells. And you know that Martian dust is going to get on the power cells. And you're building all that shit, just put some damn brushes on it, or like way to puff some air on it, some brushes, squeegees, something.
Hardcore.
Do you think that's ridiculous?
What's that?
It just drove me crazy it was like Spirit and Challenger, and they were on opposite sides of Mars, and there was a point in time, these, by the way, the rovers that we sent to Mars, they were only supposed to last for like a few months, but they've lasted over a decade. But they were worried about losing power because the solar panels were being covered with Martian dust.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like pulling my hair out, like, why is that a problem? How, like,
yeah,
you just like incredibly sent these things to like a freaking different planet, and you can't have some brushes? I don't know. As Joe would say, that sounds like some bullshit to me.
That sounds like bullshit. Hella.
Yes, absolutely. So that's kind of like, our awesome, fun New Year's show.
Awesome. You're going to get awesome New Year's show.
Awesome.
We want to thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Keep it kosher.
all that good stuff.
Ramadan.
Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Okay. Well, look, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, support us on Patreon. We're just doing a short show tonight because we know that everybody's up getting kisses. So we thought we'd just say hey and show you some fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and following us. I'm Emmett.
And I'm Joe.
And we are the UFO Bros. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.